Hello, 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 beautiful people. Hi, beautiful people. Yes, beautiful people. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome, beautiful people, to RFD Talk. Hello, hello, beautiful people. I'm super excited. Welcome to day two. Happy New Year, everyone. Welcome to 2024 RFD Talk live here with you, amazing, beautiful people. I am super elated to be here in 2024 with you, amazing listeners, followers. Thank you so much for being a part of day two, January the 2nd. So we're going to talk. I'm going to come on today, beautiful people, and reintroduce myself to some of you are new to the show and to my channel. Thank you so much for following me. If you're on Facebook, LinkedIn, wherever you're following me at, YouTube, thank you, subscribers. Like, share, and comment. If you are enjoying the show with me, come on in and dialogue with me. It is the second day, 2024. Hello, hello, beautiful people. So today I'm inspired to talk about the new year, new you, and nurturing resolutions that last. For some of you who are just tuning in to the RFD Talk Show, let me introduce myself. I am Robin F. David, but you can call me, and I invite you to call me RFD. RFD. I'm Coach RFD. I am the CEO and founder of many businesses. I am a lucrative business, fruitful, I like to say, and a businesswoman who teaches on self-care, self-awareness, holistic approach to life, living your best life, becoming your best self, overcoming loss, grief, divorce, learning how to reinvent yourself after trauma, letdowns, all those things. I am that personality. Yes, that's who you're tuning in today. Yes, who I am. And one of my specialties is self-care. And the reason I told you a little bit about me, I'm Robin F. David. I am an Amazon bestseller. I'm a certified holistic coach. And what I do is I like to empower women to live in their truth, right? Learning how to really, really accept, love yourself, and to be your number one cheerleader through it all, through personal development, through encouraging yourself. And one of the things that I find that in the last 3 decades that I've been a businesswoman in the industry of beauty, yes, I am by trade, I am a licensed nail technician, former salon owner. So this whole self-care movement, I'm all about it. I'm all about it. And I want to invite you guys to really, really think about this whole new year, new you, and how to nurture the importance of nurturing your resolution, your resolutions that last. So I want to start this off. We're in a sense of excitement for positive changes in our lives, and we have all these intentions at the beginning of a new year. So, right, let's get right down to the conversation. Thank you for being here with me, and let's get right down to this conversation. And what I love to teach about is the whole resolution thing, right? We have goals for our business, we have goals for our family, we have goals to accomplish in this new upcoming year. But as as the days go on, they'll fizzle out, right? We start off really excited and we're ready. Our intentions are like, I'm going to eat good, I'm going to sleep good, I'm going to clean up my house. We have the list of things we're going to do, right? But what are those changes that really last, that really will last throughout the whole year? Those are the ones that I like to talk about, the best version for yourself. And some of those will be the last long, the last long standing self care things that I will talk about today. And one of the things is really in self care, you just really want to create and set. Number one thing I would say is you would set your goals realistically with your self care. And back when I first started self care, realistically, I didn't know what self care really meant at that time over 20 plus years ago. But when I started to really self care with products, so I took and got really consistent and conscious about using clean products on my body, right? Since the living organ is your whole body, right? So I was like, most of us say we don't have time to self care, right? We really don't know when to make time to self care. How do you? So I would realize that I wash my face every day. Do you wash your face every day? So if you wash your face every day, you can start with your self care. You can start with using clean soaps or clean lotions or exfoliation. So you want to be really make set realistic. Like really, I'm gonna wash my face every day, right? So these are realistic goals for self care. Right? Self care is such a huge topic. It's such a broad topic. But I talk about skincare because one of my first self care practices that I started to create over 20 years ago that I'm still using now because been a long process. Right now I'm self-care every morning. I'm mindful of what I put on my skin. So now that realistic goal is a part of my everyday self-care. Like this morning I got up and got my yoga in. How many of you been out to the gym? How many of you started at the gym this year? Did you all get your stretch in, get your walk in? You gotta just start really little, right? And start with those things that you enjoy. Hello, hi, thank you for being here. So basically, today I'm going to be brief before you because I know it's the second day of January and you're hearing a lot about what you should be doing for the new year and new you. And one of the things I really, really am sharing today is just setting self care real simple goals with yourself. Like it could be saving money. For some, it's the beginning of the year and you really want to learn how to have more money by the end of this year, right? So that's a goal. You can decide if you want to have 300 extra dollars by XYZ, or you can decide if you want to have 3,000 extra dollars by XYZ. So setting small goals, putting a date and a finish line and staying consistent, right? It could be money, it could be, but for me, it's the self-care items like adding water every day, daily, before you drink your coffee, before you drink your tea. One of the self-care things that I add to my self-care every day is some water. So remember those small, consistent self-care things are long-term good for the mind, it's good for your mental, it's good for the body, and it's good for you spiritually to set obtainable, measurable goals. So set realistic goals. That's number one. And number two, create an action plan. So one of the things that I had to do is order me a planner. So every year, order you a planner. Get you a planner that's tailored to your professional development or your business. But this planner should set you up for success, right? I have a planner. I always get a planner, and I normally like my planner to have affirmations on the front of them or affirmations within them so that you can read an affirmation to yourself. It could be a way of speaking it out loud over yourself once a day. Your planner sets you up for success. And it gives you accountability of when you got started and when you finished. And whenever you uh, order a calendar, get it where the whole week is at a glance. At a glance is one of my favorite ones because I like how they put Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. You can see all 7 of your days, right? And you can put first thing in the morning, water. Second thing, prayer. Or third thing, first thing, prayer, praise, water. So you just want to set yourself up what's realistic action goals. So break down your resolution into smaller, manageable steps. So that's what your planner would do. This will help you stay focused, motivated through the year. For example, exercising regularly. I place in my weekly calendar. I'll put it in there by 6:30, 7 o'clock. You want to have done your workout, or you might want to have it done by 9 o'clock. It depends on your fruitful schedule, but you put it in there, and then it's like when you write it down in your planner, you put it in your fancy iPhone, and then these things remind you, I can do it, right? It creates those breakdowns for your resolutions. So have number two, create an action plan. Number three, track your progress. So when I look over my planner, the weekly planner I write down, and I actually check and write in my planner, you check off those things. And it kind of helps you, will also help. You can do apps like that too. They help you. For instance, when I was doing a mile a day, I have an app for recording my walk every day. But for each day, a mile a day is like something that I wanted to keep a track of, and I wanted to keep a track of it so it could remind me you did it. So you can so you want to set up ways to track your. You can use a journal, an app, any other method that works for you that tracks your accomplishments and your setbacks, right? Because if you have an app, for instance, when I didn't get to walk and I looked on there, I was like, oh, I missed that day, right? So these are these things that keep you, your mind, body, and soul into a self-care regularly every day, nurturing your resolutions, because your resolutions can be, your vision is to own your own business, or those are bigger pictures and bigger visions, and you are a visionary and you have dreams that you're unfolding and you're evolving to. But the major core to all these things for family, prosperity, peace, I recommend, RFD recommend, Coach RFD, the core of who I am is teaching you self-care, the importance of self-care, which is good for your mental wellness. Again, I always am an advocate of making sure check in with yourself. How are you feeling, beautiful people? The reason I ask that, because you definitely want to check with yourself daily. Ask yourself, how am I feeling? Right? This is when you're in prayer, you're like, this is how I'm feeling today, God. Leave those there, let him know in prayer, in meditation, so you can just identify these things. This is how I'm feeling today. I'm going to keep a track on it. I'm going to write down, I was feeling good on Tuesday. And some days you're not going to always feel like it, people, beautiful people. Keeping it transparent as a holistic coach and teacher and speaker, I have to practice these things. And so some days you don't feel like it. Some days you don't want to get up and just do your self-care. Some days you feel like, I just wish that things I could just do in conscious, right? But your body requires you to be physical with yourself. Your mind requires for you to be in touch with what's going on in your mind and how you feel. And your spiritual self requires for you to be still times, time to journal, time to be creative, time to hear what your inner spirit is saying to self, right? Self, God, voice, intuition, whatever you like to use for the conscious of who you are. That's your spiritual being, and that you were created as a spiritual being first, most of all, and you will always be evolving. But the best key to your involvement is self-care. So, okay, let's move on. So, Let's just recap real quick for those who just came on. Today we're talking about new year, new you, and nurturing resolutions that last. And the first thing I say is set realistic and specific goals. The second thing I would recommend is to create an action plan. And the third thing I would say is to track your progress. And number four, we're almost done, beautiful people. Thank you for being here with me. You are amazing. I love you guys. And I look forward to working with you this year with your self care and seeing all your goals come to fruition and manifest in your life. So, number four, seeking support. Share your resolutions with friends, family, or a support group. Have a support system in place that you can provide encouragement and help you stay on track. Okay? Consider finding a workout buddy, join a book club, or participating online communities focused on your resolutions. And there's so many ways, right, that you can find these groups of people online that you can partner with, collab with, work on your resolutions. I'm going to be a part in January. I'm looking forward. Nashville has a wellness community here, and I'm going to go there where they do meditation, walking, and movement and yoga. So the things that I like, right? So I'm going to partner with this group because they're going to kick it off. They're going to be doing wellness, mind, body, and self care. And I can't think of the name. It's Nashville's Black Wellness Group, and they're going to have that event January the 6th. And I am looking forward to connecting with more like minded people. So that's what you want to do. You want to find that support around your self care. And the best practices is start small. Just start small. Focus on one thing at a time. Don't get overwhelmed because it's the new year. It's just day two, right? And the real new year starts in March for me because it's warm. So if we start now with our mental wellness and paying attention to our spiritual self and keeping ourselves physically movement and exercising, then when March comes, you be ready. You be ready to show up and show out. 24. Let's do this, right? Let's do it, and just be that person that you were your greatest self desired to be and always knew that you were designed and born to be. So start small, best practices. That's one thing I would say. Number two, be flexible. Be flexible with yourself. Life is unpredictable. Things happen. Get back on schedule. Fix your schedule. Redo it. Tweak it a little bit. Look at it again. Let go of stuff that may not just be good for you, but don't get discouraged. Don't give up on yourself. Be your number one cheerleader in 24. You take anything from this video, be your number one cheerleader in 24. Let's do a salute to that. I'm about to wrap this up. One other thing I want to say, practice self-compassion. You know, compassion. God is love, beautiful people. Hey, beautiful people, thank you for being here. You have to remember God is love. That means be kind and patient with yourself. Practice forgiveness with yourself. It's natural to experience setbacks or temporary failures along the way. Instead of being hard on yourself, practice self-compassion. Treat yourself with kindness and understand. And remember, change takes time, and every effort does count. And the common pitfalls, excuse me, fields. Where do I get fields from? Well, sometimes I feel like you in the field. You're like, oh, I'm out here. I meant common pitfalls. Common pitfalls are setting unrealistic expectations for yourself. It's easy to get caught up in the excitement of the new year, and then your goals get difficult, the challenges, unrealistic goals will cause you to feel unhappy. Exactly. If for me, I could release maybe 5 pounds, but if I tell myself I'm gonna let go 10 pounds, That's unrealistic. That's unrealistic for me. 5 pounds is realistic for me. And so that if and then I wouldn't lose a 10 and then I'll be feeling some kind of way. So I'm not gonna do myself like that. No, no, I'm okay. Five is enough. I'll be at my ideal weight at 5 pounds. And I feel comfortable with that. So don't overdo it, people. Don't try to like, oh, I'm gonna get rid of just be gentle with yourself. And lack of planning. Let's talk about number two. Lack of planning. So if you don't plan to eat well, if you don't plan to put money up every day or every paycheck or however you once a month, if you don't plan on it, if you don't make the plans and the details can make it difficult to stay focused. Take time to outline your steps and create a roadmap for success. And how long does it normally take to create a new habit? I would say about 30 days, 30 days, 30 about 30 days, 30, 31, 32 days. And you'll be like creating a new habit for yourself. You can do it. 90 days is perfect. 66 is what they say is a new habit. That's what the new book says, 66 days. I always say 30 days, but just being consistent within between the 30, 66, and 90 days based on what your habits are. You can create a new habit. And if you miss a day or two, just remember you can start all over, acknowledge it, learn from that. What did you could have did better to not miss that day? What could you do? Write it down. And then in closing, beautiful people, I just want to say nurturing resolutions that last requires commitment, planning, and flexibility. By setting realistic goals, creating action plans, tracking your progress, seeking support, and practicing self compassion, you can increase your chances of success. Remember, resolutions are not meant to be quick fix, but a journey towards self improvement. Embrace the process, stay focused, and celebrate your accomplishments along the way. Always celebrate yourself. Today, I'm celebrating myself. Day two, I got up and I got my workout in, and I feel good. So, yes, celebrate yourself. And here's to a new year and a new you. Thank you for tuning in, beautiful people. It has been my honor to be here with you, to be here live with you today. Thank you for tuning in. Please share and remember to follow me on all my platforms, like my YouTube page. Yeah, and stay tuned for our upcoming guests that I'll be having for the year. I'm super excited, guys. It's been an exciting end of the year, beginning of the year, and I'm looking forward to practicing what I'm teaching here with my own self. I'm sharing with you what RFD will be doing for RFD second day, the beginning of the first quarter of 24. These are the things that I will say that will support you. And so, with all saying all that, I'll be back next week, and I do have an upline. I mean, not an upline, but I do have some great guests lined up. That's what I want to say. I have some great guests lined up. Also, I want to tell you guys I'm excited because I'm partnering with some great people, collaborating with some great people in 24. I'm going to be also sharing that I'm going to be doing some live workshops, RFD Coach RFD, Speaker RFD is going to be doing some workshops. So stay tuned for all the upcoming things. I will put my link of some of this information for my website will be in this in the thread. I'll send yeah, that's it. I think that's all, beautiful people. So thank you again. So here's to a new year and a new you. Thank you, beautiful people. I'll see you next Tuesday. Remember to tune in every week. Thank you so much. Have a blessed and highly favored day.